Is Iran preparing for a bigger war? That is the question hanging over the Middle East after a bombshell Wall Street Journal report revealed how Iran's powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps allegedly used months of relative calm to prepare for a wider confrontation with the United States. The June Memorandum of Understanding was supposed to create a path toward de-escalation, reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and help wind down the conflict. But according to Iranian and Arab officials cited by the Wall Street Journal, Iran's hardline leadership viewed the deal very differently. They reportedly believed Washington and Israel could be using the negotiations to reduce economic pressure, calm global markets, and buy time for another attack. So Tehran allegedly used the pause to prepare for the next fight. An IRGC spokesman, Brigadier General Hossein Mohebi, reportedly acknowledged that Iran had used the period of calm to enhance its capabilities, accelerate missile production, and improve accuracy. That is significant because missiles remain one of Iran's most important tools against American forces and regional allies. But Iran's preparations reportedly went far beyond weapons production. According to the report, Tehran prepared for a conflict that could spread across multiple fronts, involving Iran itself, US forces in the Gulf, commercial shipping, and Iran-backed groups operating across the region. The objective was reportedly to make any future war far more costly for Washington and its allies. Iran reportedly strengthened its military structure during the pause, giving the Revolutionary Guard greater influence over the regular army and placing experienced military and security veterans in key positions. At the same time, Iran expanded counterintelligence operations, apparently preparing for espionage, sabotage, and renewed unrest at home. The thinking inside Iran, according to the report, was driven by the possibility that Washington could resume large-scale strikes. Tehran therefore wanted its forces ready before that happened. But the IRGC was reportedly preparing not only to retaliate, but potentially to strike first. According to Iranian officials and public statements cited by the Wall Street Journal, pre-emptive strikes are among the options being considered. Such a move could trigger a rapid cycle of retaliation, turning a limited confrontation into a wider regional war. And Iran's preparations reportedly extend well beyond its own territory. Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei has reportedly placed experienced security and military figures in key positions, while the Revolutionary Guard expanded its influence over Iran's regular armed forces. Iran also reportedly strengthened internal counterintelligence as leaders prepared for the possibility of domestic unrest caused by economic pressure and continued US sanctions. The buildup was not limited to Iran. According to the report, Iranian commanders were sent to Iraq, Yemen, and Lebanon to coordinate with allied militias. The goal was reportedly to ensure that Iran's regional network could step up attacks if another major confrontation erupted. The Wall Street Journal reports that the IRGC supervised deployments of missiles, naval weapons, and drone launchers overlooking the Red Sea. Iran also allegedly provided Yemeni militants with intelligence and target information involving Saudi ports and energy infrastructure. Pressure could simultaneously emerge around the Red Sea, Iraq, Lebanon, and other areas where Iran has established relationships with armed groups. That could put American bases, regional infrastructure, and commercial shipping at risk. According to the report, the IRGC has considered sabotage against undersea internet cables in the Persian Gulf. Such infrastructure carries enormous amounts of regional communications and economic activity, meaning an attack could create disruption far beyond the immediate battlefield. The report also says Iran has considered exploiting political and social tensions in countries such as Kuwait and Bahrain. Both are strategically important because they host American military assets. Perhaps the most serious claim is that the IRGC has considered ground operations inside Kuwait. Kuwait has reportedly taken the possibility seriously and begun preparing contingency plans. The report cites a Kuwaiti claim that 6 alleged IRGC members were intercepted after reportedly using a rented fishing boat to reach a Kuwaiti island. The allegation has added to Kuwait's concerns about possible Iranian activity. Some Iranian political figures have also reportedly discussed the possibility of ground raids through southern Iraq if Iranian territory is attacked. One potential trigger mentioned is an attack on Karg Island. Karg Island is crucial to Iran's oil exports. Any major attack on the facility could therefore carry both military and economic consequences. This is what makes the situation particularly dangerous. Several Gulf states host American military facilities. If Iran chose to retaliate against those bases or the countries hosting them, a direct US-Iran conflict could quickly become a much wider regional war. That message has reportedly been reinforced by Iran's military leadership. Ahmad Vahidi was formally installed as the new IRGC Commander-in-Chief. According to the report, Vahidi was tasked with conducting powerful offensive operations against Iran's enemies. An advisor to Vahidi, General Mohammad Reza Nagdi, subsequently said the Revolutionary Guard must be prepared to conduct operations inside enemy territory. That suggests a possible shift from simply absorbing an attack and retaliating toward taking the initiative. And now, all of these preparations are coming into focus as the US-Iran memorandum has expired. The agreement was meant to reduce tensions and address the crisis around the Strait of Hormuz. Instead, the two sides remain deeply divided. American sanctions and economic pressure continue to weigh heavily on Iran. Washington also continues to push for control over maritime activity and energy flows. Tehran sees these measures as part of a broader strategy aimed at weakening Iran. At the center of the dispute is the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important energy choke points. Any prolonged disruption could hit oil supplies, shipping costs, and global markets. The result is a dangerous standoff. Diplomacy has failed to produce a durable settlement. Military preparations are continuing, and both sides appear increasingly ready for the possibility that negotiations could collapse. The question now is whether the June memorandum was genuinely a pathway toward peace, or simply a pause before the next round. If the Wall Street Journal report is accurate, Iran may have spent that pause rebuilding its military, strengthening its regional network, and preparing multiple options for escalation. And with the memorandum nearing its end, the Middle East could be entering its most dangerous phase yet.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.